Example 1. Solve for y, where 5y equals negative 6 plus 6y. So this is where choice becomes something you get to have. We have 5y on the left side of the river and 6y on the right side of the river. And we need to pick one to move to the other side of the river. Either 5y has to go to the right or 6y has to go to the left. Remembering that your goal is to get all of your variable, all of the y's, to one side of the river away from any constant terms. That's the goal. So if I want to get all of the y's on one side of the river away from this negative 6, then the shortest, fastest way to get there would be to subtract over this negative 6y. It is adding in the problem, so I do its opposite. I'm going to subtract it. And what you do on one side of the river, yep, you still do it to the other side of the river. So the purpose in this was to get rid of the 6y so that all of the y's are on the same side of the river. If you had chosen to move the 5y first, that would be just fine. Your steps would look a little different than mine, but that's okay. All right, so 5y minus 6y will give you negative 1y. And that equals negative 6. Okay, so now this looks very simple because it is. We just need to get the y, now that it's essentially alone, we need to get it positive. Remembering that a letter and a number, a variable and its coefficient side by side are multiplying, we're going to do the opposite of multiplying, which is to divide. And what you do on one side of the river, you still have to do to the other side of the river. The whole point of that was to make our y positive so that those negative ones cancel out. And that leaves us with y equaling the quotient of negative 6 and negative 1, where negative 6 divided by negative 1 is equal to positive 6. And there you go.